We're in Coffs Harbour for the final round of the Australian Rally Championship. Within this Toyota team here, we have 2 drivers, and both drivers are a possible chance at winning the championship this year.
Harry and Lewis are fighting out the Australian Rally Championship. If Harry wins and Lewis finishes second, Lewis will be the Australian Rally Champion. If Lewis finishes further back than third and Harry wins, Harry will win the championship.
I've steered clear of Neil so far, and I'm sure he's got very short fingernails this weekend, but either way, I mean, you can't love one son more over another, can you? So I'm sure he's happy either way.
Obviously, as a father, you can't pick someone to win, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow, but so far I've been incredibly relaxed about it, and whatever happens, happens, and whoever ends up with the most points will be champion, and that's all there is to it.
We're not sure in Australian motorsport we've ever had 3 Australian rally champions, or any championship for that matter, in the one family. So look, if Lewis manages to get up, that'll be a first for Australian motorsport, that's for sure.
2022 for us started as well as you could possibly imagine.
We had 2 really good rallies, both in Canberra and over in WA.
Put on a pretty dominant performance, and one that I was really proud of at the time.
The first event was probably our worst.
We were sitting in second behind Harry and John in the morning loot, and I was happy with our pace. We were putting pressure on Harry and John, and then started raining and I made a small mistake and had an off.
I had pretty much the perfect start to the year, and you start to get that feeling at the time of feeling a little bit invincible, like it's just going to keep on happening. But then the second half of the year, obviously we've had, in the last 2 events, 2 mechanical DNFs.
Shit, prop shot.
We haven't taken home a lot of points from the last few rounds, and here we are hoping to seal it all up at the last round.
You know, I've had such a good run of reliability and 0 mechanical DNFs, so to have 2, okay, they came at the worst possible time, but also, you know, I'm aware it's a part of the sport and you have to sort of play with the cards you're dealt.
I still managed to get on the podium at the next 2 rallies after the National Capital Rally, but I wasn't entirely happy with my performance. And then I guess we took a bit of a reset after that and turned up to Gippsland with a fresh mindset and managed to get the victory there, and then that gave us confidence to push even harder at the Adelaide Hills Rally, and that's probably been my best performance to date.
I guess overall we're pretty satisfied, pretty happy, and hopefully the end result will be even better.
Yeah, I was asked halfway through the year to rate both the boys on their performance. At that stage, Harry had won every single rally. Lewis had won his first heat, but he'd also gone off the road in Canberra. And if you asked me halfway through the year, I would have given Harry a 10 out of 10, and I would have probably given Lewis a 7 out of 10. But if you have a look at the second half of the year, when Harry's had problems, Lewis then won in Victoria, and then he went to South Australia, found a new level, and he's really stepped it up.
So my debut in the Australian Rally Championship was 2017 at the Ballarat Rally, and I had Anthony sitting beside me, and stage 2 we had a small off. Didn't do any damage to the car, just got beached on a small mound, and the car actually caught fire and burnt to the ground. So that was by far the toughest moment in my career. I then went to the next rally with a car that Nilbase Motorsport leased off someone, and that was another difficult rally. We had a couple of offs at that rally, and to be honest, I was starting to reconsider whether I even wanted to do rallying anymore. But of course, you get back behind the wheel at the next rally, and it's addictive at the end of the day, and I love it. But definitely those moments in 2017, I think made me stronger mentally, and I think rallying's a tough sport and you need to be strong mentally. So yeah, I would never regret any of those moments. It's probably made me the driver I am today.
To win my second title this weekend, I'll know that we've had to really work for it. because we will have come in with a points deficit, and it'll be a really tough fight. So it would probably mean almost more than the first one to an extent from that point of view, because you know, the first one was quite a dominant year for us. We ended up winning the championship quite easily. This year it will have been a much tougher fight.
Into flat finish, break 100, 4 right. There it is, Harry. There it is. Yes! Oh, nice one. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
what a year.
If Harry won the championship, became a 2-time champion, I don't think there's one person in the service park that wouldn't say he 100% deserves that. Yeah, Harry over the last 3 years has driven unbelievably well. He's been the fastest person in the country. He's won every rally that he's gone in that he hasn't had problems. So, you know, and out of that, he's only once Australian Rally champion. The last 2 years, it's been probably incredibly unfair for Harry, and he should be, you know, a 3-time champion already, and he's not.
The former champs, they're back with the maximum points haul in round 1. Car number 1, Harry Bates and John McCarthy.
You know, there's probably some opportunities there that, you know, mechanical problems got in the way, or we got in the way of ourselves, and then COVID got in the way. And look, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't disappointing, but I'm also realistic. I've been involved in rallying for long enough to know that sometimes the cards fall your way and sometimes they don't. So you take it on the chin and just keep going.
It's tough going up against Harry. He is, in my opinion, the fastest driver in Australia at the moment, and yeah, I'm pretty honoured to be battling against him, to be honest. It's I wouldn't say a rivalry in the traditional sense, because we don't hate each other or anything like that, but I think when the helmet goes on, for sure, it becomes more of a competition, and I certainly want to win. That's my aim, and that's what I'm going out there to do, and you know, he's out to do the same. But yeah, hard isn't how I'd describe it. It's probably harder for everyone around us than it is for us, I reckon.
I've told them to both go out and just do their job and try not to do anything silly, and you know, see how it pans out at the finish.
I know we're in a really good position in the championship, so if we do our job correctly, then hopefully we can get a good result. But yeah, overall, I just want to enjoy the battle with Harry.
We just need to stay calm, go through the process, and you know, I'll be there giving him that advice and helping him make those decisions on whatever happens.
Obviously excited to be back in Coffs Harbour, first of all, because I love this rally. I mean, look at where we are. It's just such a cool place to come to. And yeah, excited to be getting out there and be in a real fight.
Hopefully don't break anything or fall off the road, and at the end of the weekend we'll see how the timesheets stack up.
I'd rather just get knocked on the head now and wake up Monday morning.
We're at the start of Macraes, the first stage of the weekend. Dean, how are those nerves feeling for those championship contenders at this stage?
Well, this is the time when it's really heightened. You're ready for the stage. It's really still here. I'm expecting dust to maybe play a part through these stages. You can see it's quite well covered with forest, so nerves will be up. We've got Harry Bates on the line about to start. He's chasing this time around, different position for him. Let's see how he takes stage 1 today.
We've had a reasonable morning. Stage 1 was horrendous with the dust. We nearly came to a stop a few times on a straight bit of road, just couldn't see a thing. It was, yeah, it was hard work, but stage 2 was a lot better. We had a clean run, and yeah, I think we're here sitting third overall in the ARC, so solid morning. Yeah, it was pretty calm this morning. I don't know, Anthony and I have a job to do this weekend, so we're firmly focused on that, trying not to think about the championship too much, just trying to have a clean event. I was determined to go out there this morning and make sure that we built ourselves a lead, and I think this weekend the attrition's going to be pretty high, so you really don't know where the cards are going to fall until Sunday afternoon, but to get out of the blocks fast was always the goal. I don't anticipate being able to back off really until sometime tomorrow afternoon, if at all.
Tightens a 3+.
Very tough stage. We were solid, stuck to our plan, which was to be conservative in the rougher sections and make sure that we got through, and the time wasn't too bad. So yeah, I'm hoping that strategy kind of rewards us at the end of the weekend, because yeah, it's a long weekend and we're not even halfway yet. We're at Rally Raceway now, just waiting to go into the stage. It'll be a really fun blast, a head-to-head race against another car on a super special stage here, and yeah, there's an awesome crowd around. The atmosphere is really cool, so I can't wait.
So far so good, we're feeling comfortable this weekend. GR Yaris is working really well, it's been faultless all day, and hopefully we can keep that going into this evening and tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty satisfied. It's such a tough day of rallying, Coffs Harbour always is, so very happy to be here, and we had a storming run through the last stage, so hopefully the time's good enough. Everything I said to you at the last interview about taking a conservative, we kind of threw all that aside for that one. Now we have to wait and see how we are positioned overnight. It's been a solid day for us. We've done what we needed to do. We'll have a look at things tonight and see how tomorrow goes.
Excited? The final day of the year tomorrow?
Yeah, can't wait. The roads here in Coffs Harbour are amazing. We probably do one of my favourite stages of the rally tomorrow, so looking forward to it.
Welcome to the service park on the final day of the 2022 Supercheap Auto Coffs Coast Rally. Overnight rally leader Hayden Padden has had a penalty applied, so let's look into that first.
Yeah, so last night they were 3 minutes late into service, meaning they get a 30-second penalty, and Harry Bates now finds himself in the lead. If the positions stay as they are, the power stage will decide the championship. So Harry, thinking about APRC, he's looking at the championship. Lewis, nervous, he's got Richie Dalton breathing down his back. And Nathan Quinn, who doesn't care at all. He wants to win his home rally. So it's going to be an absolutely unbelievable last day.
it's going to be a pretty big deal this afternoon. But yeah, so far so good. It's cool to be battling against Harry and yeah, let the best man win.
Harry just asked you how you were. You said, yeah, good. That sounded a bit stressed though.
Oh yeah, pretty stressful time. We've got a pretty slim lead over Nathan Quinn in the event. And basically, yeah, we need to have a good power stage to win the ARC. So if things stay as they are, it's all going to come down to the E-Row power stage this afternoon, which is all a bit nerve-wracking and stressful.
You alright?
In opens, 80, 6 right over 80, 50, oh no, short 4-5 left plus, into just small flat hump, small flat hump, let's get it to the end, 6 left.
Yeah, unfortunately they've had an off. Yeah, they were stopped on a long right-hander. Car was well off the road, looked damaged. Yeah, don't have any words. I'm really gutted for them, to be honest with you. They've had a faultless year, an amazing rally this weekend. I really wanted them to take the victory. I was hoping we could battle it out in the power stage, but yeah, gutted. No words for them.
We just come around the bend and he was running up the road with his OK board, but he was waving us down, so obviously it's the last thing you want to see, and we came around the bend then and it was a double tightens. It was tightens and then it went down another 20-30 metres and tightens again, and he was down the bank. The car looks pretty bad, to be honest, from what we see him, but he was okay.
Silly error on my part, way too fast into this corner just behind us here, which was a right-hander on a crest, and we've drifted wide and hit some trees down here, and yeah, pretty major crash. And sadly, we put in a lot of work this weekend to put ourselves in contention for the championship, and it's gone. It's definitely the biggest crash John and I have ever had. So yeah, just glad that the car did its job and we're both okay. Lewis has worked really, really hard, and I almost felt guilty this weekend stealing the title from him, even though that's what we do and that's what we go for. But I just can't wait to see him tonight, and hopefully he has a really strong finish to the rally and gets the title, because he has worked so hard and just, yeah, really deserves it. He's, yeah, just been the best little brother ever, and I'll be super proud.
Left plus 50, 6 right plus opens on small crest 70, 6 left into short 5 right 40, left over 40, tightens on 3 plus, Libby 3 left plus 30, 4 right plus on jump. Left crest, short 6 right, and you're on 4 left plus. Yeah. Well done, buddy. Yeah, well done. We did it. Awesome job. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, the relief when I got through that water station.
Lewis, you are the 2022 RSEA Safety Motorsport Australia Rally Champion. Sum up those feelings as you cross the finish line.
Yeah, incredible. I can't thank the whole team in front of me enough for everything they've done. The GR Yaris has been incredible all year, especially this weekend. It was a tough event and it's been absolutely faultless. So yeah, I can't thank everyone who supports us enough, and yeah, I'm lost for words.
Tremendous job this year. You guys are thoroughly deserved champions. How does it feel?
It feels incredible. It's been a long, tough season, and yeah, Lewis, so proud of him. He's done an awesome job, the whole Neil Bates Motorsport team and Toyota. It's, yeah, sad way for Harry and John to finish, but hopefully they're okay, and yeah, just relieved to get to the end.
course, in some ways Harry should have deserved the championship, but it's a matter of who has the most points at the end of the year. And Lewis has done an amazing job at the second half of the year, and he's worked incredibly hard at it. He prepares his own car and works on his own car in the workshop, and so he's done an amazing job.
Your champions, Lewis Bates and Anthony McLaughlin.
Whichever way the championship went today, I would have been extremely happy for him if he managed to clinch it, and I know he is extremely proud of me. We work hard together, we spend a lot of time together, we help each other, we're teammates, so that's what we do, and I think at the end of the day we just want what's best for each other and ourselves. So you can't have everything, unfortunately, and as I said, I really feel for him. He didn't deserve this, but it can be a cruel sport at times. It's something that's been in the family for a long time, and I think Dad would even say the same. He would never have dreamt of having 2 kids that would then go on to win the Australian Rally Championship. So I think that achievement in itself is just incredible, and I hope we can all enjoy the special moment.